when Cassie's mom testified. And I was just like, yo, man, like, if you a billionaire asking somebody for $20,000, that's whack. And here's why. So what's up, good people? You know, I've been keeping up with this Diddy trial, been going back and forth. I was saying he was gonna walk. Then I said he might not walk, and I said he might not walk because it was a thing with the mom when Cassie's mom testified. And I was just like, yo, man, like, if you a billionaire asking somebody for $20,000, that's whack. And here's why. So when she came to the courtroom, she testified. She was saying that Cassie had been hurt or hit by him or something like that. And Cassie came to her house. She took pictures of her body. And then she ended up receiving an email stipulating that he needed $20,000, and you know he's a billionaire. These hardworking people, and then Cassie's mother and father went and got a HELOC on their home. They put their house in hock, and then they wired him the money. Once I saw that shit, I was like, "Bruh, you bogus as hell." And I mean, this whole case to me is just I really don't know what to say. I mean, it is a racketeering act, but at the same time, it seems like the only person involved, the only woman involved is Cassie. You know, this isn't like the Epstein trial where he had 50 young girls or no shit like that. I'm looking for other women or something. So I don't know if it's too harsh a case or too harsh. The accusations are too harsh. But just recently, Kid Cudi came in to testify. He testified today. I've been covering this thing because I've been streaming on it live. And I was just like, it's just going wild. I don't know which way it'll go. So I have Kid Cudi testimony. And it's right here. I'm gonna read this to you guys. Now Kid Cudi is set to address those claims under oath, and the court is anticipating a blockbuster revelation. If he confirms what Cassie's already testified, it could deal a major blow to Diddy's defense and further cement the prosecution's case of threats, control, and intimidation. All eyes are on the witness stand today. Media takeout is in the room. We'll bring you the latest as this trial continues to unfold. So the prosecutor we call Scott Muscuddy. Kid Cudi takes the witness stand in leather jacket, white shirt, and blue jeans. Prosecutor Johnson, what did you do for work? I'm an actor, a musician known as Kid Cudi. Who is this? Cassie. We dated in 2011. Who else was she involved with? Sean Combs. What did you know about their status? That she and Sean Combs had some problems and they weren't dating anymore. What was his demeanor? Very stressed and worried. Where did you go? The Sunset Marquee. Why? I thought it was safe, off the radar. Who else did you speak with? Capricorn Clark. She sounded near tears. What did she say? That Sean Combs in the car near my house. Combs. Brian Steele. Objection. Judge. Overruled. Prosecutor. You called Sean Combs? I did. He said, I'm over here waiting for you. When you arrived, what did the outside look like? Pretty normal. Any security camera? Yes, but I found out they weren't working. Now this part right here, like, nigga, why your cameras go? Did he turn the cameras off, or are we like dealing a soft blow? Are you trying to protect Diddy while at the same time testifying? That would be one of the questions that I have. But anyway, Muscuddy, who was Kid Cudi, but the security cameras had been moved. Did you move them? No. Prosecutor. What did you see inside your home? Gifts were open. Some stuff I got from Chanel, and my dog was locked up in the bathroom. How did you usually leave your dog? I let him roam. How long had you had your dog? 3 years. What changes were behavior of your dog after the break-in? Jittery. On edge all the time. Smoking cigarettes. asking me about life and what he should do with his life, and how Diddy looked him in the eye and told him he would never be shit. That's just me. I just took it to another level. Muscuddy, I got back in and called Sean Combs again. I was looking for him. I wanted to fight him, you know. Did he answer? Yeah. He said, I'm on my way. I thought to myself, Combs. Still. Objection. Judge. Grounds. Still. Non-responsive. Judge. Overruled. Judge. Ask a no question. When you saw Cassie, how did she seem? Depressed. Did you see Cassie in Connecticut? Yes, she needed it. What the fuck? What did she need? She needed some dick? What did Cassie need in Connecticut? Did Mr. Combs call you? Yes, he hit me a few times. Hit? Called me. Prosecutor, what did you say? What did you say? That I didn't want to talk with him. He broke into my house, hurt my dog. Prosecutor, did you and Miss Ventura break up? Yes. What about your car? My dog's babysitter called me and told me my car was on fire. Where were you? At a relative of my ex-girlfriend. Where did you go? To my house, 8925 Hollywood Hills Road. I want to see this fucking house. Let's see what this house look like. 8925 Hollywood Hills Road. Let's take a look at this house. Yeah, let's look at that house. I want to see that house, bro. Ooh, that thing hard. Ooh, that house nice. You got a nice house, Cudi. All right, the house is nice. I'm just trying to set the mood, you know, see what we got. All right, 8925 Hollywood Hills Road. Let me show you 6 pictures. Do you recognize? My Porsche. That's the damage to my Porsche from the Molotov cocktail. Who took these photos? Chip, a good friend and collaborator. What's depicted here? The hole they cut in the roof of my car to put in the Molotov cocktail. What was your reaction to your car being set on fire? What the fuck? Overruled. Objection. Overruled. Will you finish the witnesses of today? Prosecutor. Yes, though the cross of Mr. Kaplan was 3 times long that we thought jury entering. Prosecutor, was the damage on your car present before the call from the dog sitter? No. Did you think it was accidental or intentional? Intentional. Where did you last see Miss Ventura? At the Soho house. I'd reach out to Sean Combs and say, let's talk. This is getting out of hand. Brian Steele, which is Diddy's attorney, he says sidebar. Can we have a sidebar? Judge, do you have an objection? Yes. Sustain, disregard, and move on. Who set up the meeting at Soho House? D-Rock and my manager. What was Mr. Combs doing? Standing there like a Marvel supervillain. People laughed at that shit. That's funny. He said, we were homies. You know, that is my girl. What did you say? I thought you had broken up. Then Sean Combs offered me water twice. That nigga offered him poison water. He gonna poison this nigga. It was weird, Sean Combs being so calm, because it was poison in that water, nigga. He was about to poison you. That was probably the water he gave, allegedly, to Al B. Sure. But anyway, it was weird, Sean Combs being so calm. What did Cassie say? That we had fallen in love. Things happened. What did you say to Mr. Combs? What about my car? He said, yo, playboy, I don't know what you're talking about. I walked away. Did you see Combs later? A few years later, also at Soho House, he said, I'm just sorry for all that bullshit. I was surprised, so I found peace with it. Prosecutor, no further questions at this time. Judge, Mr. Steele. Now they cross-examined Kid Cudi. This is Diddy's lawyer, Brian Steele, who represented Young Thug.
All right. I want to ask you some questions about your Porsche in 2022.
2012.
I apologize. You get a call about damage to your vehicle. Any surveillance photos?
No. My dog's babysitter did send me pictures of the damage.
The DNA taken, are you aware it came back being a female?
Prosecutor. Objection. No foundation. Judge. Sustained.
Do you know there were DNA results?
Judge, I'll allow that. Muscuddy. No. Brian Steele talks.
Miss Ventura told you it was over?
We just stopped talking.
You told this honorable court and this jury that she played you.
Yes.
She played you, and you had no clue.
No clue.
In 2011, you went on a tour.
Yes.
65 locations?
Yeah.
At that time, Sean Combs as an icon. Fair to say?
Yes.
You and Miss Ventura had a sexual relationship?
Objection. Sidebar. Mr. Steele, can I? No. No, you can't do that on redirect. Steele.
Do you want to tell me something?
Muscuddy. Sean Combs asked about me doing a song with Miss Ventura in 2010.
Thank you. You believe they left your front door unlocked?
Yes.
No forced entry?
No.
Just presents open. Door in the bathroom? I'm not belittling, just asking. You called Sean Combs?
Yeah.
He was calm?
Yes.
You went to see him. You didn't think he had a gun?
I couldn't call it.
You're a strong person. That's how you categorize yourself?
Yeah, this crossed the line.
Miss Ventura told you she was abused?
Yes.
But she never said she was sexually abused, true?
She did not.
You loved her. Tell me if I'm wrong.
I did.
You got played by the same person who played Mr. Combs, Cassie Ventura. In the 13 years since, have you ever been notified in California that there has been any more action on this car fire?
No.
Did Miss Ventura have multiple phones?
I don't remember.
35-12.
If I said it, I said it.
Do you know what a burner phone is?
Untraceable.
The trespass. You call it a break-in. Miss Ventura told you she'd given your home address to Mr. Combs?
Yes, in the morning.
No more questions. Thanks.
No problem.
Judge.
Redirect. Now they about to talk to the prosecution. What did Miss Ventura... No, prosecutor.
What did Miss Ventura confide in you about abuse?
That he would hit her sometimes. Kick her in the face, then pee all on her and put dookie juice. Put dookie juice on her eyebrows and then put her in a vat of baby oil and Vaseline and soak her down real good and told her to keep her shoes on while Jodeci played in the background and two big dick men would come into the room strapped up with lace ruffled shirts. No, I'm just bullshitting. I'm just talking. Okay. All right, what was I at? Sometimes kicker.
The day of break-in, was she carefree?
No.
What did Capricorn Clark tell you?
Sean Combs had an affiliate forced her into a car to come to my house. I called the police.
How would you describe Cassie that day?
Just really shook, him finding out about us.
Why did your relationship with Miss Ventura end?
The drama. It was getting out of hand. I wanted to give space.
What drama?
The break-in, for my safety, her safety.
Combs Steele. Objection.
Judge says, grounds,
Still speculation.
overruled.
Why did you have safety concerns?
Because I knew Sean Combs was violent. Still, Your Honor, may we approach? Prosecutor, the meeting, okay. The meeting at Soho House, Mr. Combs said, I don't know what you're talking about. About your car. Did you believe him? Combs, objection, rephrase. What was your understanding? That he was lying. No further questions. Any recalls? No, Your Honors. Ms. Piscotti, you're done. All right. Wow. Did y'all see that? That was a hell of a case. So Kid Cudi was on the stand. And I want to say this, Diddy's defense is doing one hell of a job. They made Cassie, it's just brilliant in these cross examinations because they need to prove to the jury beyond a reasonable doubt that, you know, Diddy's innocent. And so these witnesses, when they talk this shit, they're using Cassie as a pawn. I don't know how well it'll work because it's not like his car, even though it had female fingerprints, like that shit was just blown up by anybody. You know what I mean? It's very obviously obvious. Diddy blew up the car and had people put his dog in a cage. And I would say, you know, when it comes to white people and these dogs, Diddy, your ass in trouble. You ain't had to fuck with the man's dog. And then too, it's like, for me with him, it's the control issue. Like, bro, you could get all the pussy in the world. Like, the minute she tripped, just go get a new Cassie. You could have got a new Cassie a dime a fucking dozen in Connecticut. You could have went to the Bronx, nigga, Harlem. There are Cassies everywhere. You can go to Spanish Harlem, any of them Puerto Rican places. It's a Cassie waiting on you, willing to fight. You could get the iPhone 17 Plus Pro Max Cassie, man. This is fucking ridiculous. And it's just about control, which I'm like, bro, you are bugging. So that was that. That was the case of Kid Cudi. Y'all let me know in the comments how this will go. And if you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe to my page, and also to June 13th and 14th, I'll be in San Antonio, Texas at Upscale Comedy Lounge. Get those tickets and call me.